So next section, first part is circles. So in this, first we see the equation of a circle and tangents, normals, and some properties like angle between the two circles, two intersecting circles, polar, position of a point, position of a line, equations of tangents and normal we will see. See, first of all, definition of a circle. Circle is a locus of all points in a plane which remains at a constant distance from a fixed point. Means, suppose if you take a fixed point C and you take a constant distance R, and if you collect all the points which are at a equidistance from this point, then that locus point is a circle. So this is a circle equation. So to find the equation of a circle, if you take here the fixed point is called center and the constant distance is called radius. Usually we denote with the center with C and the radius small r. Now to find the equation of a circle, so you take any point Px comma y in the locus and suppose the center is h comma k and radius r, then the distance from center to the point P, Cp is r. So Cp equals to r means root of x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equals to r square. So the equation of the, sorry, this is only r. So by squaring on both sides, x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equals to r square. So this is locus of the point Px comma y. So if any point in the locus will satisfy this equation, and if any point satisfying this equation is in the locus, so it is nothing but the equation of the circle having center h comma k and radius r. Next, suppose the center is origin, then and radius is r, then the equation of the circle is x square plus y square equals to r square, and the circle is called standard equation of the circle. Standard equation of the circle means center is at origin. And if suppose radius is equals to 1, then we say that the circle is unit circle, and if radius is 0, then the circle is a point circle. The point circle only center is well, the circle has only one point, that is center itself. Next, suppose if you consider a second degree equation in two variables, and general equation, suppose first we see general equation of a circle. General equation of a circle is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0. This is called general equation of a circle, because if you expand this x square plus y, this one equation x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equal to r square, we get x square plus y square and 2hx term and 2ky term and some constant. So you can take the general equation of a circle as x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0. You can write this one as x square plus 2gx and you add g square. And similarly, the y terms y square plus 2fy plus f square. And here we are adding g square f square extra and take c to the right side, that is minus c. So first three terms you can write x plus g whole square, and the next three you can write y plus f whole square equals to, and you can write this one as root g square plus f square minus c whole square. So by comparing this circle equation with x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equal to r square, we get center is minus g minus f, and the radius is root g square plus f square minus c. But the condition is g square plus f square minus c should be greater than or equal to 0. Then only we will get real circle. So this is center is minus g minus f and radius is root g square plus f square minus c. And if g square plus f square minus c is greater than 0, then the circle is said to be real circle. And if g square plus f square minus c equal to 0, then the circle is a point circle. Only center in the locus. And the g square plus f square minus c less than 0, then the circle is imaginary. So real circle means g square plus f square minus c greater than 0, and g square plus f square minus c equal to 0 means a point circle, and less than 0 means imaginary circle. Next, consider second degree equation in two variables, ax square plus 2hxy plus by square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0. So this is the second degree equation in two variables. So it represents a circle if h equals to 0, means there is no xy term in a circle. So xy term 0 means h should be 0. Next, we observe the general equation of a circle x square plus y square means quotient of x square and quotient of y square always equal. Otherwise, it is not a circle. That is a equals to b. So by applying these two conditions, the equation changes to ax square plus ay square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0. So to always you have to make the equation into standard position. The x square quotient and y square quotient should be 1. So x square plus y square plus 2g by a into x plus 2f by a into y plus c by a equals to 0. By comparing this equation with general equation, center is minus g by a comma minus f by a, and the radius is root g square, means g square by a square plus f square by a square minus c means c by a, and you can write this one as root of g square plus f square minus ac by mod a. So this circle is real circle, means g square plus f square minus ac should be greater than or equal to 0. Next, in this chapter, we follow some notations. That is, yes means x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c, and s1 equals to xx1 plus yy1 plus j into x plus x1 plus f into y plus y1 plus c. So next, S11 is substituting the point corresponding to the points x1, y1 and x2, y2 we are writing. So S1 means corresponding to the first point xx1 plus yy1 plus g into x plus x1 plus f into y plus y1 plus c. S11 means substituting the first point in the circle, that is x1 square plus y1 square plus j 2gx1 plus 2fy1 plus c. Next, S12. Suppose if you substitute the second point in the S1, you will get S12, that is x1, x2 plus y1, y2 plus j into x1 plus x2 plus f into y1 plus y2 plus c. These are some notations we follow in this circle. S is x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c. S1 is xx1 plus yy1 plus g into x plus x1. Next, S11 means x1 square plus y1 square plus 2gx1 plus 2fy1 plus c, and S12 is x1 x2 plus y1 y2 plus. Similarly, if you write S1 for a second point, you can write xx2 plus yy2. This is S2. Yy2 plus j into x plus x2 plus f into y plus y2 plus c. And similarly, you can write S22 means substituting second point. So x2 square plus y2 square plus 2gx2 plus 2fy2 plus c. So if you observe S is a circle equation, general equation of a circle, and S1 is, see here one x term, one y term we have, and a constant. So this is a straight line. So S1 is a straight line. and S11 and S12. By substituting the points in the circle and S1, you will get some real values. So S1 and S12 are real numbers. S1 is straight line and S is general equation of a circle. These are the notations we follow in this. Next, position of a point with respect to a circle. Position of a point. Suppose if you consider any circle, then the point may be outside the circle, maybe on the circle or inside the circle. So to find the position of the point, you have to find the distance from center to given point, the distance CP, and you have to compare with radius. So CP greater than R is the point outside. Point lies outside the circle, and CP equals to R means point lies on the circle, and CP less than R, then the point lies outside inside the circle. So CP greater than, you have to find the center and distance from center to the given point. And if CP is greater than R, point lies outside, CP equals to R, point lies on the circle, and CP less than R, point lies inside the circle. Now we find CP square minus R square. So the circle S equals to x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0. Center is minus g minus f, and radius is root g square plus f square minus c. Now we find CP square minus R square corresponding to the point P x1, y1. So CP square means root square will cancel. So x1 plus g whole square, center to the given point, distance y1 plus f whole square, and radius whole square is root square will cancel, g square plus f square minus c. This is CP square minus R square. And by simplifying x1 square plus g square plus 2g x1 plus y1 square plus f square plus 2f y1 minus g square minus f square minus or minus c is plus c. G square f square will cancel. So remaining one is x1 square plus y1 square plus 2g x1 plus 2f y1 plus c. And this is nothing but our notation S11. S11. So CP square minus R square is nothing but S11 means. So see here CP greater than R means CP greater than R means CP square greater than R square. So implies CP square minus R square greater than 0. And CP square minus R square is nothing but S11. So S11 greater than 0. So S11 greater than 0 means point lies outside the circle. And similarly CP equal to R means CP square minus R square value is 0. So you can say that S11 equals to 0 for on the circle, and similarly inside the circle S11 less than 0. And it is easy to calculate S11 because simply substituting the given point in the circle gives S11 value. So if S11 value greater than 0, point lies outside the circle, and if S11 equal to 0, point lies on the circle. And CP greater than R means S11 less than 0. So S11 less than 0 means point lies inside the circle. So this is the position of a point with respect to a circle. Next, position of a line with respect to a line, with respect to a circle. Same here also same. We get three conditions. One is given line may intersect the circle at two distinct points, and the line may touch at a single point. Line may neither intersecting nor touching the circle. So to find this position of the given line, you have to find the distance from center to given line, and they will give S equal to 0 circle equation, line equation L equal to 0. So from the center minus G minus F, you have to find the distance from center to given line by using the formula mod ax1 plus by1 plus c by root a square plus b square. This is the perpendicular distance from center to given line, and you have to compare this with radius. So if r is greater than d, then the line intersect at two distinct points, and in this condition r equals to d. So it's a tangent condition. So for tangent condition r equal to d, later we use this condition to find the equations. Next, neither intersecting nor touching means if you find the perpendicular distance, d is greater than, so r is less than d, then the line is neither intersecting nor touching the given circle. So this is the position of the point, position of a line with respect to a circle. Next, equation of a tangent. Suppose the circle is S equals to 0, given circle S equals to 0, and suppose and the given point is P x1 y1. It is a point on the circle, then only we will find this that the tangent in this method. So tangent means it is a line touching the circle at a single point. So to find this equation, we have already one point passing through the point x1 y1. So to find the line equation, we need the slope. So already we know center to any point on the circle is perpendicular to the any tangent. So CP and C. Circle S equal to 0 means x square plus y square plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c equals to 0. So for this circle, center is minus g minus f, and a given point is x1 y1. So slope of CP. So slope of CP is y1 plus f by x1 plus z. This is slope of CP, but slope of tangent is perpendicular slope. So slope of tangent equals to minus 1 by m. So minus of x1 plus z by y1 plus f. Now we have to find the equation of the line tangent passing through x1 y1 and having slope minus of x1 plus z by y1 plus f. So equation is y minus y1 equals to slope m into means x1 plus z by y1 plus f into x minus x1. So take cross multiplication, y minus y1 into y1 plus f equals to minus of x1 plus z into x minus x1. So y1 plus fy minus y1 square minus fy1 minus xx1 minus minus plus x1 square minus gx minus minus plus gx1. So minus xx1 you take left side, so plus xx1, and this is y1, and minus gx you take left side, so plus gx, and this is plus fy, and remaining terms you write on right side, so that is x1 square plus y1 square plus gx1 plus fy1. So add gx1 plus fy1 plus c on both sides. So what do you get? Xx1 plus yy1 plus gx plus gx1 means g into x plus x1 plus f into y plus y1 plus c. Similarly, it is equals to x1 square plus y1 square plus 2gx1 plus 2fy1 plus c. So left side is s1 and this one is s11. But p x1y1 is a point on the circle, so s11 value 0. So implies s1 equals to 0, as S11 equals to 0 for the point P x1 on the circle S11 value 0. So equation of the tangent is S1 equals to 0, that is x x1 plus y y1 plus g into x plus x1 plus f into y plus y1 plus c equal to 0. This is the equation of the tangent. Next, the equation of the normal. Normal means it is a line perpendicular to the tangent. Normal of a circle means suppose at a point P x1 y1 is a tangent, this one, same passing through the same point and perpendicular to this tangent is called normal. This is normal and this is tangent. So to find the equation of the tangent, already we discussed that the line joining center to any point always perpendicular to the tangent. So always normal always passing through center of the circle. So normal always passes through center of the circle. So to find the equation of the normal, you can take the 2-point form. Point P is x1 y1 and the center is minus g minus f. So by using these 2 points, we can draw directly 2 points on normal equation. So that is y minus y1 equals to y1 plus f by x1 plus b into x minus x1. So substituting the values and simplifying, you will get line equation. So it is nothing but normal equation. So in this case, normal always passing through center of the circle. So directly you can take 2-point form to find the equation of the normal. Next, so from an external point, we can draw 2 tangents. From a point P x1 y1, if you write 2 tangents, suppose they intersect at A and B, then we know length of P and PB both are equal, and now we find the length of the tangent. Suppose the given circle is S equal to 0 with the center C, and we know this is 90 degrees. So these two triangles are congruent triangles. So this is theta by 2 and this is also theta by 2. Angle between the tangents, if you take it as theta, so this is theta by 2, this is theta by 2. Now length of the tangent is nothing but is PA. So or PB, both are equal. So it is equals to, by using right angle triangle, CP square minus CA square. CA is nothing but radius. So CP square minus R square, just now we proved already, CP square minus R square is nothing but S11. So length of the tangent formula, root S11. So by using this, we can find length of the tangent. And angle between the tangents also we can find by using tan theta by 2. Tan theta by 2 equals to, opposite side is R and adjacent side is S11. So tan theta by 2 equals to R by root S11. From by using this, we can find the angle between the tangent. R theta equals to, by taking 2 and tan to this side, we will get 2 tan inverse R by root S11. This is the angle between the two tangents. Or you can simply remember this, tan theta by 2 equals to R by root S11. From this, we can find angle theta. Theta gives the angle between the tangents. Next, intercepts are made by the circle on coordinate axis. Suppose the circle is x square plus y square plus 2bx plus 2fy plus 3 equals to 0. Suppose this circle intersects x at two distinct points, A and B, then the length of AB is nothing but intercept made by the circle on x-axis. Similarly, on y-axis, you can find it. So suppose the points are x1 comma 0 on x y coordinate is 0. So we can take the points as x2 comma 0, x1 comma 0 and x2 comma 0. So length of the intercept is nothing but AB. AB is nothing but mod x2 minus x1. Mod x2 minus x1. So to find the length of intercept made by the circle on x-axis, you have to take y equals to 0. So by putting x equal to 0, what you get? X square plus 2gx plus c equal to 0. So this is a quadratic equation in the variable x, and quadratic equation means it has two roots. That two roots nothing but x1 and x2. So for this, sum of the roots is minus 2z, and the product of the roots is c by a, that is c. So now we have to find a mod x1 minus x2. So this we can write in terms of known values. So that is x1 plus x2 whole square minus 4ab means 4x1 x2. So x1 plus x2 whole square is minus 2g whole square, that is 4g square minus 4x1 x2 is c, 4c. Root 4, 2 come outside, 2 into root g square minus c. 2 into root g square minus c is the length of the intercept made by the circle on x-axis. Nothing but simply we can write x-intercept. And similarly, the circle x equal to 0 made length of intercept on y-axis means y-intercept. So that is y-intercept equals to 2 into root f square minus c. Suppose the circle touching x-axis, the circle touches x-axis, then the length of intercept is 0. So 0 means g square equals to c. So circle touching x-axis means length of the intercept is 0 means g square equal to c. So this is the condition for the circle s equal to 0 touching x-axis. A square equal to c. Similarly on y-axis, touching y-axis is f square equals to c. And touching both the axes, then g square equals to f square equals to c. G square equals to f square equals to c. Condition for touching both the coordinate axes. Next, intercept made by a line with the circle. Means suppose the circle s equals to 0 intersect at two distinct points AB, then the length AB is nothing but intercept made by the circle on the line. Now to find this length, you have to find the distance from center to perpendicular distance from center to the given line, and it is D. And the radius is R, and this is midpoint. So length of the chord or length of the intercept made by the circle is nothing, is equals to it is equals to AB. AB equals to 2 times AM because any line passing through the center bisects all the chords. So 2 into AM. So 2 into AM, and it is from right angle triangle, it is AM equals to root R square minus D square. So 2 into root R square minus D square. So this is the length of the chord or intercept made by the line on the circle. Sorry, the circle made a intercept on the line. So 2 into root R square minus D square, and D is perpendicular distance from center. So by using mod AX1 plus DY1 plus D by root A square plus D square, we find the perpendicular distance. Next, chord of contact. So from an external point, We can draw two tangents. Px1, y1. Suppose these two tangents touches the circle at A and B, then the chord passing through A and B is called chord of contact. So there will be one point Px1, y1 and the circle S equals to 0. You have to find the equation of the chord of the contact AB. To find the chord of contact equation, suppose the points you take it as A, x2, y2 and B, x3, y3. Now we have to find the equation of the line passing through x2, y2 and x3, y3. See here, first a circle is S equal to 0 and A, x2, y2 is a point on the circle. So tangent at A. Tangent at A, x2, y2 is S1 equal to 0. S1 for x2, y2 is x2 plus y2 plus z into x plus x2 plus f into y plus y2 plus c equals to 0. But this line passing through the point Px1, y1. So substituting the point x1, y1, you will get x1, x2 plus y1, y2 plus d into x1 plus x2 plus f into y1 plus y2 plus c equals to 0. This is one condition. Similarly, if you apply the same for second point b x3, y3 and I apply substituting the point x1, y1, you will get second condition, that is x1, x3 plus y1, y3 plus d into x1 plus x3 plus f into y1 plus y3 plus c equals to 0. This is second condition. From these two conditions, we can say that x2, y2, the second point, so A, x2, y2 and B, x3, y3 satisfy the condition x1 plus y1 plus b into x plus x1 plus f into y plus y1 plus c equals to 0. See here, by substituting x2, y2, we get x2, x1 plus y1, y2 plus b into x plus x1 plus x2 like that we will get first condition. And similarly, by substituting x3, y3, you will get second condition. So means these 2 points x2, y2 and x3, y3 satisfy this equation. And if you observe in this equation, we have an x term and y term and constant. So this is nothing but a straight line. And this straight line is satisfied by the 2 points. So that the 2 points lie on the line means it is nothing but the equation of the line passing through the 2 points AB. And this is nothing but S1 equals to 0. So this is the equation of chord of contact. So S1 equals to chord of contact equation is S1 equals to 0. And the tangent is also same, S1 equal to 0.